Good day, Southeast Toyota. This is a TCUV update, Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. So we are in the selling season right now for Toyota. So once you go through Memorial Day, into 4th of July, into Labor Day, that is the biggest thrust months in the history of Toyota selling cars in the United States. We are right now in the thrust months, and we don't have cars. Listen, on the line, every new car that's manufactured by Toyota this year, already sold. There is no problem selling a new car. All you need is, can I get it in stock? And so to focus on new cars right now is really a waste of our very valuable time because every single car is sold. All the transports come in. The cars are already sold on the transports. And we have very, very little on ground or in dealership stock available for customers. We're going to be somewhere below 15 million total new cars manufactured this year. That's all OEMs. That's every manufacturer. But the used car side is going to be somewhere between 41 to 43 million, and that's where the growth in the market is right now. But I guess our biggest concern is, how do I go get these used cars? There are several ways. There are some trainers out there that'll say, this is the only way to do it. And I guess they have the bigger brains than we do. I have a tendency to call it a way. If there's a way to increase inventory, let's look at it, and maybe that'll spur other a ways until we start building the inventory the exact way we want to build the inventory. There are a lot of people in the United States right now that do not need their second or third car. I'll give you an example. My car is an FJ Cruiser, and I probably wash my FJ more than I drive it, and that's for real. I've been stuck in this office, up in this theater, doing digital for the last 2 years, and I don't need that FJ. Now, you can't have it. Don't call me. You can't have it because when I use it as an FJ, and I'm going to keep it. But there are so many people in America right now that don't need that additional car. We need to be the person that makes them an offer on that car. There's a lot of companies now that are starting to travel again, including Toyota. I'm going to LA and then I'm going to New York, and so I'm starting to move around the country again. But eventually some of these corporations are going to realize it's $1,000 to fly somebody here. They're going to stay in a hotel for 4 nights. That's another $1,000. Then food, then lodging, and you know, they're going to move back into the digital world. It's just the way it's going to go. It saves them so much money, and money is the root of profit. Profit is I get to stay open. So there's going to be a lot of people that'll jump out and jump back into digital. Those cars are available. We've got a couple of things that give us an opportunity to get cars. I know that most people don't feel comfortable walking into a parking lot up to somebody with a 3-year-old Tundra and go, hey, I noticed you had a 3-year-old Tundra. My dealership would love to buy it from you. Most people are not wired that way. It might be a movie theater or a strip mall or a grocery store. Even some salespeople feel uncomfortable approaching a total stranger in today's world and saying, hey, I'd like to buy your car. So there's ways to be able to do that because there is so many Toyotas out there in your market area right now that are available for us to bring in either as used cars or certified cars to increase our inventory, but we have to have a little bit of strategy. The second way is our service department, but there's some fears that I have with that. If I've got somebody in there with a very appetizing RAV4, I'd love to have it. Maybe it's a RAV4 hybrid. And I'm the 4th salesperson that's walked up to this customer and go, hey, I noticed you have that RAV4. You want to sell it to us? So eventually, if we overwhelm a customer by asking them every time they come in, they're going to stop coming in. They're going to seek service somewhere else, like at a Autoplex, repair shop, Firestone, Complete Car Care, Walmart, because none of them are going to ask them to sell their car. So I've got to be really careful with the number of people. So if you think about what service writers do every day, your ASMs, they write anywhere from 18 to 22 ROs a day, repair orders. That includes oil changes, LOFs. So if I think about it, if I have 4 service writers writing 20 ROs a day, 6 days a week, closed on Sunday, 52 weeks in a year, that's 24,960. So to round it up so we can look at the math, that's 25,000 people that have come through your service department that sign a legal document allowing us to work on their car. And then we've got all the information about them and about the car. So there ought to be plenty of opportunities either now or in the future for all those cars to come back through our inventory as pre-owned cars. But we've got to be strategic about it. So 2 things. I want all the associates. I've got, that's the biggest source of wealth you have in your dealership is the number of associates that work in your store. From the title office to the F&I office to the recon center to janitorial. I mean, you may have 200 to 300 actual associates. Have you got together in the dealership, brought everybody into the service department, have some pastries and some coffee, and go 15-minute meeting for all associates? We are in a desperate search for Toyota vehicles. There are Toyota vehicles all over town. There's 200 of you. We need you to engage in some kind of conversation, either spoken or nonverbal, so that we can have people know that we want to buy their car. And so I'm going to show you a couple of examples of that today. Again, this is a way. So let's start with the number of ROs. So last year there was 30,123,717 ROs written in Toyota service departments nationwide. Now, all of these people signed a legal document. We worked on their car. It was either a warranty claim or it was customer pay, but these cars were physically in our store. And if this number is too much for you, if everybody comes back twice a year, which they don't, then I could make that 15 million, but I got to talk to the 15 million 2 times. So if somehow we can partner up with service so that the service department understands the desperate need we need up front. People are keeping their cars longer. Service is doing okay. Service is having record years. But I need the service department to understand that we would really like to trade these people out of this RAV4 and put them in something else so that we can have 2 customers instead of 1. And that makes sense if we talk about it that way. So think about this for a second. So I don't want everybody in the dealership to approach every customer. Hey, you want to trade your car? It's overwhelming, gang. And really, they may want to trade their car, but it depends on how we approach them. I like nonverbal. Since I know I've got 30 million people coming into Toyota service departments, why would you not put a display in your service department on red carpet, banner stickers, tags, and flags, and the magnets? 12,000 miles, 7-year, 100,000 mile powertrain, 7-year, 100,000 mile roadside assistance, Carfax, 160-point quality assurance inspection done by a certified technician. All of that stuff is visually on the car. Nobody has to tell a customer because all 30 million of them are going to see that display when they drive in. And above that vehicle, I want a giant sign that says currently in the market. We are offering more money for cars than we've ever offered before. That's the truth. If you do not need your car, or you want to upgrade to a certified car like this, or from a car that will certify to a new car, please ask your service writer and we'll get somebody to talk to you about it right there. So I don't have to talk to them because I've displayed this. I've got all the pictures of the recon. I've got pictures of techs working on the car. And what I've done is I've got a non-verbal request of their product. And I've got signs in some dealerships, but I want the physical car back there. Remember, the customer is going to be there for an hour plus. Why not have them look at the quality that we put into a certified car so they can understand it better? Why not educate all 30 million of them? The more educated the customer is and what they can get for their car right now, the better chance we have to pull some of those cars in either today or they say, you know what, this is a really good idea. I'm not trading till the end of the year. That's going to be today. So if they trade on December 15, on that day, it'll be December 15. And so let's schedule all of these customers and let's find out exactly when they're going to let us have their car back. I don't want any of those cars going to Nissan, Hyundai, Carvana, CarMax, or somebody else, or to the auction. They're under our rooftop. We ought to be able to keep every single customer. Sales and service working together. Here's an example I put together for you. So this is a little display that I photoshopped in. So I've got the car right there and I've got little signs, I've got ropes around the car, I've got the magnets on the car, and I've got that sitting right there in the service drive. The only thing I didn't drop down is from the rafters. I would drop down exactly what my used car manager and general manager wanted to say to the customer about why we're making the offers this time. That should be unique to every single store. Now what I've just done is I've shown you a way. Do you think if we would have started this before Memorial Day, because if you would have had double your certified inventory during that week of Memorial Day weekend, you would have sold them all. It's not a question of can I sell them right now. It's a question of can I source them. So it's not a sales problem we have anymore. It's a sourcing problem. And this is a way to fix the sourcing problem. I would challenge everybody watching this to immediately put a display in your service drive, explain it to everybody in the dealership, and let's get going. I don't want to take too much time on this. This is just a little update. So here's the next thing right here. So this is a static cling. It's a round piece of see-through plastic. And basically what it says is, I want your car. It would have your dealership logo right there, and then your used car director's name right there. And listen to me, a secondary cell phone that goes directly into voicemail. So it will say, if you got one of our static clings on your side glass of your car, then one of our associates in the dealership thought that car would be something we would love to make you a cash offer for. If you're thinking about trading or selling your car, all you have to do is call the number on here and tell me the year, the model, and the color of your car and how many miles, and I'll call you back personally as soon as I get this message. Wouldn't it be nice for the used car director to come in every Monday morning and have 13 or 14 of these calls on there? Whether we get the car or not, now we've engaged everybody. So let me go back to how many associates you have. Let's say your dealership has 200 associates if you count everybody that works at the dealership. Why would you not give the title clerk 10 of these a month and just say, listen, I just need you to find 10 Toyotas in the market. Don't talk to the customer. You don't need to approach them. But if there's a Tacoma in a parking lot, just walk up and put one on the side glass. They're either going to call or not. Doesn't matter. You know, and you can do, if you're the general manager of the dealership, if somebody sells a car off of placing one of these on the side glass, then let's put them in a drawing at the end of the month, winner take all, and give away, I don't know, 1,000, 500, 250, whatever you think you can bear. But we're already paying at the auction for transportation and auction fees. Why would we not all engage? I mean, just do the math real quick. 200 associates with 10 of these a month. That's 2,000 Toyotas a month that we put a side marker on. And you know, if it's a great Toyota, they may go to several parking lots and get hit several times. My title clerk has 2 kids, one 15, that's 1 year away from driving, and one 13, that's 3 years away from driving. They go to a movie, and she looks at him and says, you guys are going to be driving. I'm going to get you a Toyota. Here's 3, and here's 3 of these static clings. Walk the parking lot and find 3 vehicles you'd be interested in having your first car. So now it becomes a game. And so the family of each associate has some of these, and we're handing these out. $2,000 a month is $24,000 a year. I'm not saying what I've just said to you today will fix what we have, but what if we pick up an extra 4 or 5 or 6 the first month? What if the customer says, well, I'm interested, but I'm not trading until the end of the year? We put them in the CRM and we follow up with them. What if the used car manager every single day went back in the bullpen in the morning, in the afternoon, and the evening and looked at all the cars? If we have 4 service riders, there's 80 cars back in the bullpen after we've serviced them, and find 3 or 4 a day and put these on the side glass and not have to approach the customer. So what we're doing is we're going after these cars in a visual, nonverbal way. These are a couple of things that I can share with you right now. There's more. If you have any request, if you want a copy of one of these, if you want to talk further, please contact Michael Dean. He is your TCUV manager, and let him know exactly what you're thinking, because right now is the selling season for Toyota certified used vehicle. Go get you some more of it. Southeast Toyota is #1.